that moment when I start up and forget I don't have voice mod enabled, and voice mod allows me to clean up my microphone. So yeah, oops. You may have just seen me for like the past 2 minutes or so just speaking at stuff and no sound coming out whatsoever. Oops. You didn't pray to the goddess. Indeed, I did not. I just realized I don't need to put that. Oh no, wait, I do need to put that there. I'm all over the place now. I'm like, dude, seriously? It's because I need to put the spider webs, just a couple of them, around Muffet's table. So we'll just do spider webs, and then we'll just do a couple just to kind of make it atmospheric. Muffet's table's practically done, which means in terms of the list that I was referencing the other day, we've almost got 14 out of 16 things done. What was it? I need to find the list here. Just to do. So let me go to screenshot file, and I shall go through it. Okay, yeah. So I've got Catty and Bratty's shop actually with a sign now. The Muffet shop area is almost done, which means if we do the art lesson sign in the wrong area, but still we can put it down as a reference. Do the microwave area, and then we do like the bomb area and the cooking show. We're practically done because then it's just the connecting bridge for the core. Oh wait, no, because we need to do the other puzzle as well. The freaking what was it? The multicolored tile one. So that one's gonna be interesting. I keep forgetting about that one. But yeah, we got a little bit more to go. How's your day going, Sister Aaron? Hello, everyone. Day's been going good. Hope everyone's been fine. Just trying to finish up as much of Hotland as I can here. Yeah, I hope everyone's been good today. Meanwhile, I'm trying to cut up the meshes here so that everything's good. Do that and then do that. Hey, average. So if I do that, then that cuts off that a little bit. And the reason why I do this is because then I can just go isolate that, select, and then for this one, we can isolate that as well, leaving all three of them to be separate textures, and we can use these to kind of finish up around Muffet's table a little bit. Set origins. And then what I can do here is just put alphas on these. So alpha blend, alpha clip, I believe. Show backface, and then shading. Yeah, the idea here is just to try and get as much of this done as I can tonight. 0.03, I think it was for a mission, just so it glows in the dark. And then we should be able to start really playing around with this and just having a good laugh. So all these need to be rotated on a 90. Because this level's so big, it's really awkward trying to get the camera in certain places here, but it's whatever, we can manage. So what I'm going to try doing here first is I like sometimes picking out individual textures and just really going to town with them. Like this one here, we could probably do that. Not so much there, but behind it. So we can do that there, and then we can link it and go around the other way. So we can do that, because we're only going to see it from like certain angles. So, also I hope the music is not too loud. The rock texture's not the best. I mean, it's from Sonic 06. It's literally from Sonic 06, from like 2006. It's the best they could come up with. Let's see. Let's try and just... Oh. Try and do this a little bit to add some variation. By layering these up on top of each other, it'll be real good. Oh, I'm already getting DMs. Mixer text is allowed outside of UE. I have no clue. It's like I've already used them now, so I might as well just stick with it. It's not massively impacting anything, you know. Like, sure, they're not the best. But it's whatever. I'm not like totally upset about it. They still look like rocks. So it's nothing too bad that makes you go, ew, you know. Plus lighting helps as well. Like, that's one thing I've found, is that lighting helps considerably when it comes to stuff like this. Just like throw that there. And then we'll do this one as well. These last days have been nothing but noise. Holy crap, it's been annoying, says Average. Hey, Angelo. Just talking in Discord at the same time. What I need to do here is make sure I don't place too many of these all over. Oh crap! I say that, I'm gonna end up deleting that one. All over the place. I figure if I just place enough that it's not too bad, like that maybe. And then just go. I'm gonna put this one at the back. And then this will be the bake sale practically done. Average says night. Oh, okay, Average. Guess we'll see you later or something. 180 there. So yeah, I hope everyone's been doing good. Oh. Just been chilling. Saw Silver Phantom. Oh, is it the VR one? Because if it is, I actually want to. I mean, I like night because Angelo said it's a different time. Oh, okay. Is Silver Phantom the VR one? Is that actually out now? Because I was wait. Oh yes. Can you purchase it on Quest? Because if so, I might try and see if I've got enough to get that. Depending on how much it is. Because I've been so hyped for that. It's the playable movie. I need to see what it's like in VR. That's not actually too bad, that. Nice. Okay, so that's that more or less done. I may include, like... We're having dinner in Hotland now, indeed. So we've got the spider bake sale set up, including all of the text, but of course the text is in ancient Hylian again. But, it looks good with lighting. See, that's what I mean, like, I always show off stuff, but not with the final lighting like this, for the most part. Primarily because, with this kind of lighting, that's the final lighting that I'm going for. You know, so I only do those sort of shots for when I'm either doing previews, or for when I'm doing, you know, like, trailers for you guys. So if you've always wondered, like, oh, the textures look flat, and this looks terrible, it's like, don't worry about it. I'm deliberately showing you the really bad stuff, and only checking the good stuff later on, because I don't want to spoil too much. You know, because, like, the lighting itself really, really makes up for it. Right. Well, there's a load of people in here. Can you show how the rocks look with good light? I can try going... Let's see, like, here or the beginning. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. That doesn't look too bad because of all the normals and everything. And it's a background rock as well, so... This looks like one of those images of Minecraft maps, says Jamin. Oh. But yeah, what's gonna happen is, it's gonna run a lot better. It's gonna run a lot better when I'm not looking at it from like this. Because what happened was the other day I was messing around with it and I tried running it with the good lighting on in preview mode and everything, and it runs at like 7 frames per second, but that's only because it's trying to sim multiple different detailed things at once and run all of Hotland and run all of the crazy shaders and everything, and it's nuts. So yeah, what I'm gonna be doing, and I remembered I had to take a bunch of arrays and make sure that the arrays weren't going crazy. So what I'm gonna do is, once this final look is done, you know, when I've got most of the details, I'm gonna split the floors up. So what's gonna happen is, like, when we come in over here... Did you make the core model? Yes. I did the core model myself with a mixture of assets, but I did it a while back. What I did was, I had some textures from Sonic Generations. Again, I use a lot of Sonic textures in all of this, but I had a load of Sonic Generations textures that I basically handpicked, modeled the core by hand based off the artwork, and then just slapped the Sonic Generations textures on it to see if it would work, and it looks really good. And then put some different memes and text over the core. Yeah, try working out what that says. There's actually some funny stuff on there. But yeah, no, what I wanted to say was, like, I have issues with the core still, or rather with the Minecraft map, and I'll show you what I mean in a moment, because I'm gonna need everybody to kind of pitch in here a little bit. So, with this area, with the opera, obviously I'm going to put like a curtain in here to disguise the fact that this is going to be a transition from Muffet's area. We're going to have a curtain and it comes out to here, right? And this pretty much blocks this all in, And because it's dark from up above, it's not too bad. We get the entire scene set up how it should be, including the Final Fantasy VI reference. Where's Toriel? Toriel, I'm not sure she was in this file. Like the only one that she's not been in. But yeah, no, we've got this set up, and I like the look of it. It looks real nice. Got all the stage lights and everything, and it blocks everything out real cool. Now, previously, down below, I wasn't too fond of this kind of setup for some of the other areas, but I need everyone's kind of feedback on this as to whether it's a good way to solve a problem. Oh crap. Primarily because I need this sort of setup, I think, in other areas. Like, for instance, over here, we'd see another one of those if I do it the same way over here, because what happens is Frisk walks into here, and in-game, it's all pitch black, and the idea is that Alphys hacks the lights on, and we find out it's a stage with a bomb and whatever that Metaton's set up. I can throw that over there, and it might look okay. The one that's doing my head in the most is over here, because where we have the cooking show, I'd have to do another setup, and I don't know why, but my brain just doesn't like the idea of a box going around this. I can do like a fake stage wall and everything, and it might be okay. Maybe put like a sign here saying now filming or something on, just to make a little bit more sense for me. Does everyone think I should just go for it with the same sort of setup and just see what happens and see how it looks? Because I really need those areas done, and that's like the easiest setup I came up with. I know. I just figured I'd ask now before I go any further, because then I can decide on what I want to do. Because that's the only thing that has me stumped at the moment, is just these areas where it's like, oh yeah, you have to make them a pitch black area. And I'm just like, I don't like the idea of just giant boxes out of nowhere for the sake of it, but clearly this one's worked. So I'm kind of warming up to the idea. Like, everyone think I should just go for it, or what? Because I can easily just copy the same way that I've done this, and just apply it, and then add, like, the stage curtains and everything, like I'm going to do with Muffet's area, and the tiny signs, and that way it makes sense. You know, rather than having to cut, like, lines of dialogue out or whatever. Damon says you should go for it. So that's one saying just go for it and see what happens. Let's see what the vote says. I'd normally do it as like a poll or whatever, but I figure there's at least a bunch of people in here. Maybe like 3 or 4. Second Damon's comments. That's 2 for just go for it and see what happens. Anybody else? If I get 3 for just go for it, I'll just do it anyway. Like, I'm not trying to delay or anything, I'm just like, I'm sick of getting stuck at these areas and being like, this looks dumb, you know, and then not doing anything, because I can't do that anymore. I can't just turn around and be like, oh, I can't do this. You know, I've got to basically complete this as soon as possible. Then Hotland's just done. Those are like the 2 main areas as well that I need finished. After that, it's like just the fire puzzle. I'll start building the stage around this area now. Then I can figure out how many pieces I'm gonna need. But yeah, a lot of these things were from like Sonic Generations and Sonic 06. So this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna do that. I figure I can put the scaffolding probably coming out here, and then it's just going to cover this area. So what I want to do here is do, let's see, but I'm going to put bomb area here. Is it new? Bomb. Bomb stage. Bomb stage will do, because I can set it up the same way. I can just do like file mesh cube. Right. And the reason why I've done this cube is just mainly to figure out where to block out the area from. Not even at night, the noise won't stop, says average viewer. If I do it from about there, and then we just go like, maybe across there like that. And then, yeah, that's not too bad. Just take all of that, see where it cuts across here, and whether it's a problem. So maybe there. Bring that in a little bit, so it doesn't cut straight into that other rock face. And then, because of how high that is, if we kind of make it like that, roughly, then we can kind of see like how big this thing's gonna be. It's gonna be interesting, to say the least. Let's just start moving stuff here. But yeah, I was getting sick of like basically not being able to do the rest of Hotland because of really stupid things. Like being stuck, like trying to decide visually what I should do, and then just not being able to come up with anything else that was good. Or coming up with ideas and then be like, you know what, I'm not too happy with those ideas. So, had me going round in circles for literally like a good week or so. And I'm not happy with spending that much time just essentially just trying to figure out whether I'm doing something right or not. Set this up here. Have you heard of Unreal Engine 5.5? No. I have, however, when it comes to Unreal Engine recently, I've seen the new trailer that the Halo team did for Unreal Engine 5 and their art assets. That looks really cool. They've had to rebrand from 343 as well because obviously nobody liked 343. So here's to hoping everything goes well for them. Right, let's just see if I can array this. They've optimized multiple lights and added nanite for skeletal meshes. Oh, nice. Again, I'm gonna have to look more into Unreal stuff because I have not checked Unreal out for quite some time. So it's gonna be interesting when I get back into checking out what's going on with it, what they've done with the engine and stuff. Can I just stretch that a little bit? Okay, that works. The whole reason I stretched that primarily is just because of needing to make it to the other side. And then we can just... I like the way that Hotland is made out of all of these giant structures of metal and rock. It's pretty nuts compared to the rest of the game. Did I get rid of those? Hang on. But there we go. And then the idea is that I can duplicate links there. Actually, wait. I just realized because the other one is slightly off as well. Right. Let's just bring that in a little bit there. Because it's not going to affect the texture that much. And that there is not going to really affect too much because we're not going to see that. And then we can go... I reckon maybe about there for that. If I try... For the top one, I want to match that up a little bit, so if we do that and then bring it in a little bit. What I can then do is try and get the scale right. Hope everyone's okay, hope the music isn't too loud. It kind of is on my end a little bit. Let's see. There you go. If it wasn't for the copyrights and everything, I'd be listening to all kinds of stuff. I had the I had the Digimon soundtrack on before for Digimon Try. 0.95 is that? 0.955. It's a little loud. Is it better now? Is it like any better now? I just... Oh, hang on. There we go, right? Or do you want me to turn the audio mixer down? Because I could just... Could do it by 0.5? Because I don't want to, like, blow everybody's ears out, you see. Right. But yeah, it's crazy, like... Before I came on stream, I was like, you know what, I'll just have a laugh, see what I got on my playlist. It's like, oh, Digimon Try OST. I'll listen to that, thank you very much. Now the question is, where can that link to? Saw this in my recommended, it looks great. Thank you very much! Hope you're having a good day, by the way. I need to link this to other areas so it makes sense. You too, thank you! Hopefully Hotland will be finished, like, real soon, and then after that I can just finish the optimizations for Snowden, and then we are basically ready to do the next presentation, and then it's all animating after that. I am going to be so happy when it comes to just animating. Because it's been a long time since I said, oh yeah, I'll do the animating. And the presentation is going to have some nice surprises in it. So I'm pretty happy with that. Like, no joke, I've got so lucky recently. I mentioned it a bunch of times in previous streams, but I've gotten pretty lucky to the point where I'm just like, I need to keep this lucky streak going. Let's do this. think that goes to all the beams and structures. If Toby ever wants to make a 3D, this would be his dream. Can't wait to see the presentation. So, basically, I'm aiming for the end of the year with it, but the presentation is going to cover the entire underground, not just the areas that I've been making. I'm going to go through and do every single one of them, because there have been changes to certain sections. And by that I mean, like, when I've been doing stuff like doing small details and adding those in, that's when, and things like when we've done New Home again and we changed the lighting on New Home, that had a big impact on things. So it's like, okay, now I gotta go ahead and basically show off the new versions, because if I don't, then it's gonna be really silly and look bad. But I also want it to be a celebration of everything that's been done so far, especially by the community. So there's going to be a lot of, like, community showcase stuff, or at least that's what I want to have, is community showcase stuff where it's like, look, this is this person, this is what they've done, you know, give people a chance to actually know the people that have worked on it, apart from me. And I mean that because, like, obviously I've done quite a lot because of it being my project, but I couldn't have got this far without, like, certain character models and other things. So it's, like, definitely picking out those people and being like, look, if you ever want something very similar, these people are the people to go to. I feel like that is a fair thing to do at the moment, you know, to give everybody the little bit of chance to be like, yeah, I did this. You know. I need these beams to make sense, so I need them to link into the other ones. So if I wish I could join, but I don't model or animate. I mean, it's, as long as you're just getting fun from this, then it's fine, you know. Like, as long as you're just enjoying, I don't mind. Hey, Sky. Nice to see you again. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just really happy, because, like, I've waited so long to do a project like this, and have it get to this point, that, it's absolutely insane. So it's gonna be fun to be able to mention that as well. It's like, so anyway, I've been driving myself insane for over 7,000 days easily. Ooh. Let's go. I need to link that into that. I figure, like, if I link these beams together here, and the same with the other ones, we're good. One thing though, how many people would do a similar animation and go to this much trouble of making scenes? I don't know. Like, honestly, I would think that really dedicated people might do it, but the thing is, they'd probably do it differently. Because imagine, like, the only other way that I can imagine so much dedication in a project, and this isn't me sort of, like, tooting my own horn and be like, oh, look, nobody's ever going to do this, or nobody's ever going to do better, you know. The only thing that I can think of that would be equally as good is if somebody did all of this but from scratch. As in, like, somebody literally modeled absolutely every asset from scratch and did the textures from scratch. You know, that would be absolutely insane. This feels like working more on games design. I mean, maybe? It definitely could be games design at this point based off how I'm doing things. Plus, I overthink a lot of this. You know, the problem that I have a lot is that I overthink everything, and that results in really stupid delays. So, fun times. Oh. Super Undertale Maker, now in realistic 3D. But yeah, no, I can't wait, because it's like I've mentioned before, I don't I don't want to mess this project up, and it's so fun to work on. Oh. Wait a minute, can I? Oh my god, that makes way more sense. Instead of linking it over and over and over again, if I just link it there, and then underneath there, and then back here, maybe, to the... Hang on. To there. That would make way more sense. What I'm trying to do, essentially, is just make sure that this has support, right? This entire cage has to have enough support. So if you do, like, array... Oh, I definitely enjoy this. I enjoy the process, but the most terrifying thing is obviously, like, trying to do it and make it as accurate and as good as what people maybe expect? You know, I mean, it sounds really stupid of me to try and meet people's expectations, because that's practically impossible. But at the same time, it's like, I did mention in a couple of streams, it's like, if I feel like I can get even remotely close to those kind of expectations, then I feel like it'll definitely hit the mark in terms of, like, people enjoying it. You know, which is why I always go around in the community and ask really stupid questions like, oh, what do you think this would look like? Or blah, blah, blah. But the funniest part is actually getting the really crazy answers, like, where I'm like, so anyway, what do you think this would be like in 3D? And people are just like, I don't know, you do whatever, and I'm just like, that does not help. I always get some like that, and it's pretty funny, to be honest. Just because I'm just like sat there like, please help me, and the next minute it's like, yeah, I'm no help, dude. Like, no. Loving the heat glow. Undertale, what? Yeah, I'm making an animated movie. Still waiting for the Dancing Showgirls. Yeah, the heat on the bottom of the rocks, I still need to add in certain areas to kind of simulate it for the rest of the area, but I wanted to do that really early on to kind of simulate the overall heat from Hotland. I do that there, right? And then I do, because that's going to have that supported there. And then I do one more support over the other side. Where was the vertical one? That moment where I'm losing supports here. If I do this one, put this over the other side so it goes into one of the other rods, then I think that'll be good enough for logic. Damon and John in chat. Hope that's lined up there, because then hopefully the idea is... Ah, there we go. There we go. And then I can just move that a little bit. But yeah, this stream, hopefully, we can finish off Hotland. I'm hoping, you know. The Mettaton part will be the most fun, like, most painful thing to do. I mean, what do you reckon is going to be the hardest bit about the Mettaton bit, just so I can answer it, really? Because I may already have ideas and stuff. Because I've already animated an advertisement on the TV that plays in Napstablook's house for Mettaton, so... The core is going to be interesting. I recently got done with the core and it was nuts. Like, it's one of the more detailed areas that uses a lot of different lighting techniques and stuff to make it kind of spooky, because Toby said that in the concept stuff that he wanted the core to be somewhere that you don't feel comfortable in going, really, you know, as if you're going into a dangerous place. And I was like, okay, let's see what I can do for that. So I've kind of tried to do that a little bit. Yeah, let's see. Spotlights, the stage, the scoreboard. Oh, right. No, I can try and do that. The dancing, that's going to take the longest, yeah. His legs and bombs. It depends on interpretation, because, like, for instance, for those who are new here, you know, obviously, been working on this for a while, but, like, different ideas can come across interesting in 3D. And what I mean is, like, for instance, an example of that would be an idea that I have for, say, like, Muffet. Because Muffet's fight is very, very strange, right? You've got the 3 lines of, or 3 or 4, I think, maybe, lines that you can move on. But how do you translate that to, like, 3D? What do you do for that? How do you make it a cool fight in 3D, and how do you translate that kind of accurately? And the one thing that I thought of after everything was just, instead of, like, isolating the player really to the lines and stuff, instead just kind of have a lot of fun with the idea of the spider fight. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, what can I do with this that's going to be fun and interesting and get people laughing? Because Undertale isn't just about, you know, the emotional storyline, it's also about the amount of fun that you can have and stuff. And some of the gags and everything. And I ended up, for the idea for the spider fight, is it's literally a giant food fight between Frisk and Muffet's spiders. So it's going to be interesting seeing how people take that. But again, it's the reason why I'm saying that is because, like, some of the fights I'm trying to stay as faithful as possible, or at least take elements and make them make sense so that when people watch it, they go, oh, okay, I can understand that. I can understand why he's done that. You know. So it's gonna be fun. Like, Papyrus's fight is just sheer insanity. Mainly because he's just not even paying attention. He's just too good. Can't wait for the Pacifist Sans fight. That doesn't even happen. So there we go. We got that set up, and this box now, I need to take that and apply cloth to it. Let's see. Moody says, classic, you need to get Undertale to make this into a game. It'd be so cool. I'd pay $1 for that. The thing is, I don't want to obviously take away from Undertale itself. I really think people should go play it. It's a super fun game. It's funny because this is kind of where my imagination went when I was playing with all the pixels. It's like everyone's there like, oh, it looks crap, you know, it's all pixel art and stuff. Meanwhile, I'm sat there going, this looks amazing to me. So it's like, my brain is just sort of turning around and being like, this 3D stuff, this is how I imagined it in-game. Oh. Muffet food fight, Metzon fight, insert Vanilla Ice, kicking Iggy against the wall. But yeah, no, like with the Metaton one, some of the moves are like easy to translate. Like, for instance, the robots can just have them falling out of the ceiling. Like the mini Metatons with the umbrellas dropping bombs. I just need to kind of get all the timing and everything right, and the positioning. The bits where Metaton uses the legs and stuff, I'm half tempted to do like energy projections, basically, so it's almost like the limbs have some sort of like silhouette of like a giant leg coming out to make the range extended. This is just what I was thinking off the top of my head the other day. And then obviously like the dance off part and everything, that's going to be interesting. But yeah. Put like transport hatches that open in the ceiling. Oh yeah. Well, instead I've got like a completely dark open area that I can just drop the bots through. You know, so it's just they're coming out of sheer darkness because the actual tube for them in that area is big. Like the stage, the stage itself, I've actually made into a more, like a more interesting area. I say that because like I've basically tweaked around the stage and everything, so it just looks bigger. And there's some interesting stuff around it. I'm not going to like say what, primarily because of the surprise, but it's really cool the way that I've set it up. Let's take this. I need to export this box because this is going to be the cloth physics block here. Let's do Hotland textures, yeah, and we'll do bomb area, template cloth. And then what we're going to do is we're going to save that. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. No, Blender just crashed. Good job. I'm going to have a recovery file for that. There we go. I didn't need the recovery file. It's still there. I'm actually wondering whether it actually, like, saved that file. That's the good thing about Blender is it still has backup files, even if that would have messed up. Add Anakin in the background, just hanging on for dear life, or just with his legs burnt off. Put him on like over here or something, or a little bit lower. I may actually do that for a laugh. You were the chosen one! Yeah, just a little stick figure. Or actually get the screenshot of Obi-Wan and Anakin and just like try and somehow Photoshop it into the background. That would be absolutely hilarious. Oh, and it crashed when it was exporting the thing. That's why it wouldn't do it. Let's... I hate you! We're gonna save that. Meanwhile, Blender with the bomb strapped to the chest. Make sure it's bad quality. And the Terminator with the thumbs up. Yeah, that would be funny too. Let's try and do this again. So we got Hotland textures. Select visible objects, and it's just the mesh, right? And then we do what was it? It was bomb area cloth temp. Right? And then hit export FBX. Because it should only export the box. Then we go new general. Hey! There we go. And then we can just import FBX, Hotland textures, bomb area cloth general. And then we can just go. There we go. Make sure it's really bad quality. I'm glad that did not crash again, because now I can do this, this cloth. The cloth I can actually manually, mess around with as well, so it's pretty cool. That's what I need to do here. More or less, is just... make it just slightly bigger than the thing that it's going over. I keep my on a server drive, but if I don't save, I lose the Blender file after it crashes. It's rare, but sometimes it happens. I need to do backups actually. Like the last time I backed up was I think just before the core, so I need to do backups again. It's not too bad, because I already have backups of the entire project up until then, so all I need to do really is just back up the rest that I've been given recently, like all the character models and everything, because it's been insane. Like, when I tell you, like, this update is going to be full of different character models and everything else, I'm not exaggerating, which is why I'm so happy, because, like... I essentially have backups for backups now in terms of, like, plans and people actually helping out to do character models and stuff. So I'm really, really happy about that. Hey Joel! Nice to see you. What I'm going to do here is apply all the transforms. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to split this in half. And then we're just going to cloth sim this in another file and then go from there. I think I need to do that again there and there. So just do loops. Manually just cut into this for the moment, and the reason why is so I can control everything just a little bit more. But have you tried Story Shift OST? No, I haven't. It's 90% complete. Again, like, I'd be playing all the stuff if it wasn't for YouTube, because I had, like, the Digimon Tri soundtrack on before, and that was really nice. Let's do collision here. And then I've got to throw this over here. I need more subdivides here. Maybe like one more, and then I can mess around with this. I will await for the model of Goat Mama with great interest. The model of Toriel's pretty cool. I've used that a bunch of times for like scaling and stuff. Which reminds me, part of the stream I might make is going back and literally just like messing around in certain areas and just making it better. Like, actually, hang on. I need to apply a vertex group here, and then that has collision, right? I've always got to like make sure this is good when I do cloth physics. Who are you gonna dress up for as Halloween? Probably freaking Vector from Resident Evil again. I've done that for literally like a decade. The costume has practically paid for itself. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, so if I can just like do that again, just go subdivide. And then just right, I think I should be able to get that working now, provided I can decimate it a little bit. Wait, what the hell has happened there? Oh, that's because I applied a modifier, was it? Yeah, modifier was not first, so... Right, so if I do that, I'm gonna get rid of the cube. And then go decimate. And you might be like, what the heck? You just, like, subdivided that to hell and back. Why are you decimating again? It's just because when I put it in level, I want it to be not a billion polys, but still have a decent setup. So the idea is that we get it to the right shape, and it's smoothed out in, like, this sort of format. And then I can mess around with it. Like, 5,000 tries, maybe? Not tries, faces. In level, and it won't be too bad. And then for here, we can just use smooth on angle. Does Blender have nanite? No, that's partially why all of Hotland runs at like 2 frames per second. When I have everything on screen. It doesn't have nanite, and it doesn't have occluding things automatically, I don't think. Which is why I run into issues like that. Right, so there we go. File, save, and I can do that as bomb show box curtains, just in case. I bet it could run at 60 FPS playable on UE5. Yes, probably. In fact, I don't doubt that. It probably could because of how UE5 works. Now what we can do here is artificially do the pattern here for the cloth. If I need to, I can make this either bigger or smaller, but the idea is to kind of like take some of these verts and pin them a little bit. Just so that when we... And this is random as well, I'm not doing it too much all the way around, but the idea is that this will hopefully give us an effect pretty much like the curtains with creases in. And again, this is not going to be simmed all the time. I'm going to be splitting it up all over the place. They look like wrinkles, nice idea. It's going to be good when it's done to like every single side. You can see it kind of catches lights there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it here, and then when I take it into the actual thing, I'm going to put it in sculpt mode and do the same on the top. Nice, it's actually black magic though. Yes. It breaks the model into a ton of tries. Which is weird because like ages ago people were like, oh, you shouldn't have like a billion tries on screen. And then only recently, since UE5, has it been like, oh yeah, you can have as many tries as you want on screen. Although there have been different engines that have tried to do the same thing before in the past, and just not really ever got off the ground. Like, I can remember a couple of them where they were like, so anyway, check out this tech demo, it's like 1 billion tries or something like that, have fun with it. It's like, oh, okay, this is going to change the industry, and then just like nothing happens. No, so... It's crazy. Oh. It's like I was mentioning before when I said I saw the Halo Tech demo recently that they put out, I think, last night. And that in UE5 looks real nice. This with like a semi-convincing cloth texture on will look good as well. With some decent materials. And then just do the lighting pretty well and we're good. And by doing it this way, I've got more control over everything. Let's see, yeah, but Moody, it reforms the tries according to distance. Oh yeah, no, I know that. That's why it's black magic. Oh yeah, 343 is dead. Yeah, 343 Industries is dead. They rebranded to the Halo team now, I think it is, or something. But yeah, if you've not seen the tech demo for last night, go check it out. It's pretty cool. What's 343? 343 Industries was the team that Microsoft paid to inherit the Halo brand after Bungie left. Back in 2009, 2010, I believe, when they wanted to work on Destiny for the first time. And then, yeah, they did not do good work, and a lot of the upper management, like, screwed over the company really bad. Still not interested in Halo anymore. I'm just all out of Halo spitting on my hopes and dreams. No, that's totally understandable. It's like, I'm kind of almost at the same point. I'm like, okay, I fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, I'm a bit more skeptical. Fool me 3 times, yeah, it makes me look really stupid. You know, so I'm just, I'm kind of waiting with cautious optimism, I suppose you could say, in hopes that something good comes out of it, but if not, then I'll just be like, oh, that sucks, you know. It's been way more than 3. Oh, I know it's been way more than 3, I'm just kind of using it as an example, you know. They goofed up, because I used to be a massive Halo fan. Like, I've mentioned it on the channel and different streams a bunch. Everything that I did from about 2001... Actually, no, it wasn't so much 2001, it was like 2004. Everything from about 2004 till, I'm gonna say, when Halo 4 first came out. I practically lived and breathed Halo. I modded it. I did all kinds of crazy stuff with it. I played it competitively on like a clan level on PC and Xbox. And I basically lived and breathed Halo. And then the game started progressively getting worse. Like, I didn't mind the Halo Legends anime, because that had some really good shots to it as well, some really bad ones. Then we had Halo Wars from 343, that was good. Halo Wars 2 was okay. Halo 4 I did not like. When I first played it, it was okay. And then it's gone downhill really hard. Halo 5 I've never liked. Infinite, I liked a bit when I first played it, but I've not played it since, which is really telling, because normally if I like a game, I will just play it repeatedly over and over, until I've played it to death. The Master Chief Collection fell on its ass so hard on the Xbox, but I still played it when they eventually fixed it to a point where it was actually decently playable. You know, it's been a bit, like, the entire series 1 through to, like, Reach, and then a couple of extra things has been, like, a huge part of my life, and then they go and screw it up real hard with multiple different projects, such as, like, the freaking TV series. It's just like, wait, what? So I pretty much had nothing to do with Halo since then, which sucks. Let's see. Moody, when is Immersiontale Disbelief Papyrus coming? Oh no. Have you heard of VR modeling? Yes. I've just not tried it yet. Undertale movie, I expect goat divorce, fish humorous skeleton, the goat behind the slaughter, and hardcore gardening. But I'm also saying people shouldn't like it, says Damon. Personally, it's not for me. No, I understand that. I used to make full-scale Halo ships on Space Engineers. Oh, nice. All hail Master Cheeks. What Papyrus and Sans models do you use? The ones that are able to be found online pretty easily. I know it sounds really stupid, but there are a couple of them that are, like, super easy to find. I can't remember exactly which ones they are off the top of my head. I'd have to, like, go find them and grab them from my file. Just give me a moment. I'm just gonna get this in the same file so I can make sure this is good. Where is it? Bomb curtain.fbx. And just take that and export that. Right, and then let's just throw this on Hotland. What about Coolio Arts? Apparently they're free and no copyright. I'll have to find them in a bit and show you, because, like, I don't want to change too many of the models now. I'm really happy with how a lot of them came out. Right, let's add this in here and see what happens when I add collision. Here's where I add collision, it just, like, goes flying off. Right, let's bomb curtain. The ones, oh yeah, the How Was the Fall remaster. Those would be fun using those, but I instead opted out for some other stuff. Bat Audio puts out a lot of amazing free music if you're interested. Interesting. Speaking of Blender models, for height samples on Blender, I use a Ifrit and have Tifa as well for height. Like you do, this is classic. The whole thing is I started using reference like that when I was modding Halo. Like when I first started modding Halo, because they had a reference model for Master Chief. So I was like, go on, I'll use that. And since then, I've just been doing kind of the same with some of my other projects, where it's just like, yeah, I'll just go ahead and get a reference model and just use it over and over and over again. It's like I remember one of the projects I did ages ago was like a Dead Space map for Unreal Tournament. I was doing the medical bay from Dead Space, and that was going to be fun. But my computer died while I was doing it. I've still got backup files of that, but it's only images. But essentially what I was doing was, it was when I first came out of university and I wanted to learn, like, unwrapping and certain things from video game stuff. And what I did was, I ended up slowly making the entire medical bay from Dead Space 1 by eye, and then just applying the official textures to my models. It was pretty nuts. It's like I got so close to having it all done, and it looking almost exactly like it was in-game, but in Unreal Tournament 2004 at the time, because I wanted to make it into a killing floor level, and then I was going to try and look for somebody to do the splicer models and stuff, or, you know, the slasher stuff from Dead Space. That would have been so fun, because I've got, like, a couple of the screenshots of it, and I had a load of, like, different elements set up, like the shop and everything, and giant sections of the level done. But yeah, it was so cool. Right, what I need to do here for this trick to be good is I need to add collision to everything here. The thing is, by doing this, it's going to lower the frame rate again. That sounds awesome, Dave. Like I said, it's stuff that I enjoyed doing. The best way to describe it is, I've always liked trying to copy other people's work. And the reason why is primarily because I've liked to try and compare my work and see how accurate I can get stuff. You know, so like, if somebody was to show me a model of something from a video game, I'd then just start making it by eye as best as I could until I got the right results that I wanted. And it was absolutely nuts how decent I managed to get it, just like copying stuff. I love the way it's under here because of the animation thing at the moment. So what we need to do here is set up the pin groups and everything else so I can pin this. I need to also change the self-collisions. I also need to get this to have collision because I know what's going to happen here. It'll probably just like fly all over the place now. But what I want to do here is try and go back to like frame 0. Pin everything that I need to. So like for instance, where we've got some of these things around here. Ideally, I need to pin every single one of these that are along this row. And it's just so that when I'm simming this, it's going to hold up and look a little bit realistic. A little bit. I bet you, though, it's going to go through the wall here and just, like, go all crazy. This looks like something from Metalpocalypse. Right, so here we go. Here's the terrible bit now is, like, what's going to happen with the sim. I also realized I need to add collision there. Right, 3, 2, 1. How bad is this going to be? Oh, it's actually not too bad. Oh god! Trying to sim everything though is having a crazy effect. What I need to do there, I don't believe it's running at 8 frames per second there. That's because of how much stuff is going on. So what I need to do really is add another setup here. So what I need to do is one, cut out the bottom here, or at least find out where it goes up to. Because I don't need it up to the very bottom there, I need it slightly tweaked. Some of these sims I'm going to have to turn off when not in use. Because otherwise it's going to be absolutely terrible. Like there, that is fine having it be at the bottom there like that. That's usable. And what I need to do here is I simmed all of that, right? So I need to potentially do the next row. The reason for pinning this is just because it'll mean that not as much will go through the geometry and it'll look kind of clean. I want to see what happens over there though, because that's going to be nuts. Let's just do this. In terms of doing 3D funny stuff though, like what happens when you do 3D for ages, it sounds totally nuts, but there comes to like a point when you're doing 3D constantly, over and over and over again, where you just start looking at everything as if it's polygons, faces, and, well, faces, tries, and edges. It becomes really weird. You're like, wait a minute, the sky's just fake now. It's one big skybox. It's always funny when that happens, but it's slightly traumatizing. Did you think of using sim switches for on and offs? I can just turn them off or just like delete the sim for the time being, because I don't expect to have every single sim running at the same time all the time, otherwise that would be terrible. Oh, so yeah, that's fine though. So if I just, I'm gonna try and sim this now and just save it for a moment and see what happens. It still goes through the geometry. That's rough. And that doesn't help there either. That's going to need collision. Right. That's going to need collision. I love the 8 frames I'm getting here. And I swear I actually made that fit over the geometry. Try it again. It's slightly bigger. I want to know why it's not colliding with there, because it should do. Really weird. That's looking awesome. 8 frames, that's a blessing from the heavens. It's a miracle that it's actually holding on this well. Would it not be easier to make it a canned animation? Honestly, I don't know at this point. I could probably make it baked, but... The only other thing I can think of doing is literally, like, getting rid of the top, but I kind of need the top, because inside is where it's supposed to be dark. And yeah, it does make it dark, which is actually kind of handy. How did I do it with the other one? There was a certain thing that I did that made it okay. I can't remember what it was. I've pinned everything. I've given everything collision. It should be fine. Physics are inside the tab. Like, because it just drops, and then it drops to there specifically. Not where it should do. So the only thing I can think of doing here is just importing or making a box that's just as big. All hail the overlay overlords. It's either that or I just don't sim it. I can take off some of this stuff and just sim the you know, the cloth here. That wouldn't be too bad. I might end up doing that for this. Like if it doesn't start playing nice, then I'm gonna have to do that. The only other thing I can think of is literally this. Which is cheating on the edges here. And then just go in collision. There we go. And then we just go turn that off on render. The only problem is it still clips through. Yeah, it's gonna have to be not simmed. That's fine. That's no big deal. It's one out of like 2 to 3 areas that are gonna be like that. It's fine. I'll take the L on that one. Wait, can we just turn off cloth here? At least the other one works, that's fine. This one works visually like that. It's either that or I spend the time splitting up the mesh. That's the only other thing I can think of, is a split up the mesh. Like, let's try that. Because if I can just, like, take this across here. Split that up. And just run it kind of the same, but get rid of the corners and stuff. That might actually work. Similarities that Blender will have with Undertale, spending 4 hours in Hotland in the same area. Right, so if we, like, for instance, if we separate that, right? I just hide that for the moment. And then we just go... set origin to object. Right, and I just do this. Ever seen Daz 3D models? Yes. I think Monty from Rooster Teeth, who did Red vs. Red vs. Blue and Ruby, used, I think it was Daz, if I remember rightly originally. Could be wrong. I think it was Daz originally. No, it was Poser, sorry. It was Poser he used. I remember. God, I almost looked really stupid there for a moment. Because I should know that, because being one of the other things that I've followed for ages. Cloth, physics, pin group, stiffness. Oh, wait a minute, that might have been... Oh, no! Did I not... No! I didn't pin the group, that might have been it. Hang on. Yeah, that works fine now. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it that way. That's simmed, and it's running pretty nicely, and I just need to put a hole in there. Yeah, I'm gonna do it that way. That way is a lot more optimal. I don't believe that. I may have just, like, severely screwed that. I'm sat there thinking, wait a minute, there's something going on here. There are way too many collisions going off at the same time, and I'm getting no response. What? What I need to do here is see where the post is. It's there. We go from there and we just go down here, right? Yeah, honestly, I'm hoping once I'm done with all of this that people just enjoy it, you know. Ooh. Because of it taking so long. Like, it's taken this entire year just to get the end of Waterfall done, and then the rest of Hotland, and then a bunch of the other areas, like the core. It was the core, we redid New Home, we went and did Napstabluke's house, the lab, Undyne's house, trying to remember what else we done. The dog shrines? So nuts. Watch Primeval because I got the full version on episode 2 has giant bugs. Shame on me, I distracted you, says Classic. No, it's fine, it's fine. By all means, Classic, it's fine. Let's just go origin, geometry. I need to save this again, and we pin. We do cloth. what's the pin group there? Quality, self collisions, and then I just go back to frame 1, and then just go modeling. It's moving ever so slightly there. People might be like, dude, well, what's the point if it moves ever so slightly? It's like the sim gives it a little bit more of an immersive feeling to it. I just do that, and then we just... Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. I don't know why. Cloth. Cloth, immersion, pin group, self collision. Oh, self collision, animation. Right. This looks like something from Silent Hill. Who's this? I have no clue. I tried modeling before on a second-gen Intel laptop that was older than the models I was using. Imagine this, while Frisk and the player are exploring the underground, imagine my inner demon stalking the areas of the world. Oh, okay. Okay, that's a strange comment, Joel. This is like something from Silent Hill. Oh, the other world. Classic says, I gotta take family out to dinner. It's family night. Say hi to the baby. Keep up the good work, Mooney. Thank you very much, Classic. Nice to see you again. Enjoy. I can't wait for the tale of John Undertale. Let's try going from here. Almost done with this. Oh god, the amount of extra effort I've put into just making this bit look okay. I know 2 words. Oh no. I fear for my life here at this point. Let's see. I need that group to be pinned. John! What the heck? I'm confused now. Cloth. And then... I really am confused by that. Group. Self-collisions. And then from there, we can just go animation. It worked! That are sock... Wait, sock puppets? That's only janky because it's stuck in the geometry there. I need to, I think, delete that section there. John, what the heck? Now, if I do that... Oh no, I almost moved the bomb then. I do that there. All this just to make sure it sims correctly. Actually, wait a minute, couldn't I just... Hang on, for the other one, couldn't I just flip this on its head? If I, hang on, if I get rid of that face for the moment, it sticks out, right? Because we've still pinned the other one. If I just... Right, that's gonna, yeah, that's gonna be, I'm just gonna 180 this. Minus 180. 3D animators wear fluffy long socks. The question is not if they're wearing, it's what color. Wait, what? This just has me confused now. Really confused. Let's see here. If I do that. Collision. Oh wait, no, I don't want collision. I want cloth physics. And then pin group. And then self. Is that got there? Yeah, it has. Ah! Oh my god. Wait, please tell me that I can have that simmed from the beginning there and it not be too bad. Oh, there we go. Okay, so then the only thing that's left to do really is the other one then. On the top. John, what the heck? John's just going all kinds of crazy up in chat here. I love the way I say that and then I can hear like police sirens on my end. John, they're coming to arrest you for all the crazy. I just realized 137? Oh, there. I was like, wait a minute, where are we in the OST here for yellow? Chat got us real quick, this became a under the table moment. Well, let's see if this last bit we can sim here. What I need really is it to just be within reach there. And the same. Okay, so that's pretty much good to go. I just need to pin the edges. So that I can have as another group. There you go, file, edit. Pin all these edges. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, dude, seriously. That moment where I'm trying to pin the edges and the geometry gets in the way. Have you heard the story of... Oh, you've heard the story of Undertale, now it's above Tale. I just joined, what's going on, says Solomon. I have no clue. Can you add Metaton's new broadcast setup? Yes, I can do that. What the heck, John? I don't even know what's going on now. John's just having fun for the sake of it, I think. Chat just be going off on one now. It's just like, wait, what? This is what happens when I'm too focused on my work. Everything just goes crazy. Right, so let's do cloth. Cloth. I love the way I try and sim this, attach the roof, and because I've attached it at a certain point, it just decides it's going to throw it on the floor immediately without even waiting for me to collect, like, all of the stuff that I need for the sim. It's just like, oh, that thing you want to pin, those other things you want to do, have fun with that. I'm just going to throw it into the floor and make everything look like Babby's First Mountains done in 3D. What the heck, John? We just need knee-high socks that has an image of Metaton's leg printed on it. Right, let's see if this works. Oh, look at that. There we go. So if I go into here now with like the 20 frames per second it's got. Skibbity toilet. No. Okay, so that looks okay. Now the question is, if I put it like this, and then go in here. Does it cut off all the lighting like it should? Yes, it does. And it runs fantastically at 9 frames per second. Oh no! At least I know it works. Right, and then I've got to set this up now how you would expect. At least now I know when I set this up, I've got to do the stuff attached to the side, and obviously got to cut out the bit there. So what we'll do is we'll start doing was it opera black curtain, opera black curtain, opera black curtain, opera, a whole 9 frames. It's it's how we're gonna be leaving the underground with with less frames than we started. But yeah, like I said, a lot of this stuff is not gonna be simmed at the same time. Otherwise, I'd be getting less. Well, it's something. Indeed. I gotta go, says Damon. Hope everyone enjoys the rest of their night. Thanks, Damon. Hope you enjoy. So what I need to do here is just go here and hit box. Bam, there we go. Because the way that I've applied this should be pretty easy. We can just grab all of that and just go box. If I can get this and the cooking show area done tonight, then that's practically all of Hotland done. Outside of like incredibly small. What the? I have no clue why it did that. I can only assume it's because of the sim. I will figure out very soon why it did that. I better not hit save just in case. UV cube. And then back here. Edit. This UV cube. Can I actually? There we go. I was gonna say, can I get this back to looking decent? And there we go. That's better. And then we can turn the lights on and everything, and it'll look pretty cool. So that's actually not looking bad now. I need like a now filming thing for Metaton done. Is it possible to render the area within the camera so the rest isn't counted in passes? I can just turn that off. Dave's Undertale playthrough has gone to free the 6 FPS from the boss monster. Custom lights. Yeah, I tried. Like, one of the nights I spent just lighting this area, and I still need to obviously add more into certain areas, like in here now. What I'm going to be doing probably for this is the similar setup for the opera scene down here, where we just grab some of these lights, place them along the sides, and then a couple of the spotlights as well, because then we get something that looks like that, which I actually like the look of, because it pretty much matches the lighting from the game. But yeah, controlling this on a massive level and having everything in one area is obviously pretty nuts. Which is why, after I'm done with all of the details and everything else, that's why I'm going to be going ahead and chopping up each area so I can figure out what I'm having, what I'm not having, and yeah. This has collision on. Yes, it does have collision on. I was just making sure because I need that for placing light around here. But let's... Oh, God. Messages. Let's see. New mentions. What have I been mentioned in? Oh, yeah, there we go. Right, so. This is the garden area from Yellow. I'm just trying to remember because of the Hotland. You know, another medium. The Hotland. The Hotland theme from Undertale. I just need to make sure I'm not playing something that sounds similar to that, because otherwise Mr. Sebastian Wolf will have my guts for garters. Well, let's just do that. Mr. Sebastian on the prowl. Indeed, he loves flexing with Materia Media. Even if Materia have kind of calmed down on the copyright thing, they still like to flex and be like, oh, you gotta go through YouTube and everything, and Shay can just sort of go to sleep. So yeah, if I put them in there, and then have the spotlights in here from, say, like, the other side, maybe, like, in different sides, that might actually be better. So we got, like, a couple of them from the stage. Just have... Yeah, they've got collision. So if I just duplicate the link there... Can't even make a Doom level. Watching a 3D map building does not look like a effed up Excel spreadsheet that makes me confused. The stuff that used to make me confused was modeling, well, doing models in Halo for levels. And I think I've mentioned it previously, but like, it's crazy on how you have to do like really strict things to make sure a level works in the Halo 1 engine. I think this part of the movie is going to be one of the best. People likely spent more time in Hotland than in any other parts. And with the MTT Resort at the end, it's going to be the most memorable. Are you using Intech 7 It's a nightmare. I'm hoping that each area will stand on its own merit, you know. Like, I've tried making each one of them fit thematically how they normally would. And then... obviously, like, tried to put in as much of the detail and everything. And then, really, a lot of the special sort of, like, atmosphere comes from the lighting and just trying to make it look as good as possible. Oh, come on. Try classic Doom and using Doom Builder. It looks like a spreadsheet. Oh, I need to potentially do that and then that. The idea being that that's going to have like backlights that come on there and then the spotlights are going to do like everything else. Let's just see about that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll go with that. So I pretty much say that that one's done. Now I need to set up the same thing, but down below, to which, because, get this right. The only other one is down here, and that's the obvious, cooking show that we've got. So what I'm thinking is, are you going to clear the rocks that are clipping through the curtains? Yeah, I'll probably move them a little bit. But I don't need to move them right this very second. It's not too bad. Down here, I'm thinking of putting another one of these blackout scaffolds. I might even use the exact same model, depending, or at least for the curtains. And then the idea is, for the backdrop, I might do a fake backdrop that looks like the one that we see in-game, with like a painted sky in the background or whatever. You know, in the window. So we'd have like this fake back here to make it look like it's a kitchen. And then the rest is just the black sort of curtains to close it off, because we have the same setup here where we walk in and then the lights get turned on and then everyone's like, oh no, and Metaton's like, oh yes, and then proceeds to do the crazy cooking show. And then I can do like custom logo stuff that lights up. That's what I'm thinking of, because then I can keep the lights in here and everything. So what I need to do, really, is make sure that I build another one of these scaffolds. Probably going to be the last one, because if I can get this done... Where's my checklist? Yeah, the cooking show set and the news report area are, like, the ones where I need to do the most. So if I can do those, get that out of the way, then we're practically done with Hotland, which will be nuts. So it'll be like a big step forwards for progression. Oh, what's going on here? Checking out stuff. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll start doing the scaffolding for the bottom floor. Just thinking, because of Metaton flying in through here with the cardboard backdrop on the way that it's done. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Like, from here? Like, because the player's going to move in now. I'm going to have Metaton be, like, really close. Like, just... We're going to have him potentially hover up through the floor and then do it that way. No. That would work, actually. Having him hover up from the floor with the news reporter stuff on and the table attached to him, and then just have him be going around here like this. So doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Well, let's do... I meant the news reporter boom above the bomb room. What? Yeah, the news reporter bit in where he comes on and is all like, welcome, and then goes away. Well, he comes into this area and says like, oh look, it's a bomb, it's a dog, that's a bomb, there's a video game, that's also a bomb. Where he's following you around, and the entire news report room is made out of like cardboard or whatever, because it falls away, revealing that it's basically just him in the room following you. I wouldn't say it was above here. And before I find out it is, and I have to make the room like twice as big. Could that actually work if I put that up there? Why can't he just crash through the ceiling? I mean, he's got to be stealthy, right? The idea is Frisk and the player don't... Well, Frisk in particular doesn't see him coming. So the idea is to have him, like, kind of just slowly pop up here. And then from a camera angle like this, just be filming. That still works. Exactly like it does in game. The reason why he can't crash through the ceiling is because, one, he'd clip through like this. And two, if he crashes through and makes a hole in the ceiling, well then it makes the entire ceiling pointless. Because the idea is it's supposed to be a blackout area so that the Friskin player don't see what's in here. Frisk doesn't seem to be able to see anything. I mean, I don't know whether that's because it looks like they just can't see all the time or what. But yeah, the description for this describes it as a completely sealed blackout room. Hence the curtains. So that's the whole point of me doing that. I just realized I can... Oh no, I can't move that because of the floor upstairs. But yeah. It walks in and then just slowly have him rise up there. Either that or come in from behind. What we'll start doing here is grabbing this kind of stuff. Oh. Wait a minute, does that grab every instance of that? Yes, it does. Oh, no. Right, can I just... I want to try and have the same style blackout room here. But to give me a little bit more from the camera, I'm going to have it like this. Why not make the front wall the news report? Cardboard backdrop. Oh my god, that's actually a really good idea. The take away, so you can keep it featured. And it keeps the room as a blackout. So like this one, just take away that and just have it from like there. Yeah, that one. So we just have the rest as like a blackout and have that one as the sort of like the cardboard wall that just falls away. That one's actually a really good idea. Because it means that we can have Metaton on the outside just like filming it. The thing is, it seems to move with him. That's the only problem. It's like, it seems to totally move with him. So it's like, what's that look like from... That's actually still not that bad. I could maybe get away with that, to be honest. I could get away with that there. And then have him just on the outside and come down. It's like, well, what's the point in having it blacked out all over there, though? Until... What happens if we do it that way? Because, like, hang on. Because I like the idea, but... That'd be inverted. But the reason why I'd keep that curtain there is so that Frisk and the player can't see what they're getting up to. Or getting into. You know, before they reach it. I might actually do that. Just have it inverted. Because then that makes sense and allows me to kind of play around with stuff still. Just gonna put that as don't render for the time being and just leave it like that. Because then I can come back to that later on. Wouldn't that be blocked by the big pipe at the back of the room? Wait, what? Let's have a look. No, what we're doing is, if they're coming from this way, I feel like Mettaton won't want them. The one big game bomb, the one in game that the big bomb is supplied by. Wait, what? I need to have a look at that then. But yeah, the idea is that they wouldn't be able to see in here. We have like the fight with the guards round here, which is going to be nuts. And then we get round here and they don't get to see what they're in for until we get here. And then we've got the bomb there, and then we've got all the little things all over there that Frisk has to collect, and then the idea is that they then have to make their way past here. They come out and they go around. Because the map is slightly changed to make it all work within... Oh! Oh boy.
Go on.
My daughter is awake. I shall be back. And I'm back. I had to run out then for a moment. My little girl woke up and was like, "Why aren't my parents here?" And yeah, I know my avatar's not on. I'll be putting it on in a moment. There we go. Yeah. My little girl woke up and was like, "Where's my parents?" And then when we went up to comfort her, she then proceeded to lie down on my arm and pin me. So I couldn't really move. And she was using my my arm as a pillow. So fun times. Let's see what we're up to with the soundtrack. Oh, did I leave Hotland playing and just not realize because I was too busy working? Ah, it's done now. What's done is done. Okay. I'm gonna have Sebastian just wreck me for that. He's gonna be like, "I smell YouTube money." And it's like, oh no. Sebastian, please, no! So if I do that, duplicate linked. Right. About there will probably work. Sebastian can eat my pocket full of seeds. I honestly can't wait till this is all set up and done. Like, so close to getting done. After we've done the cooking area, we literally just have to do the microwave area and So Sorry's sign, which I'm gonna put where you would normally get. What is it? The frying pan or the, what was it? There's the item on floor 3. Hang on. Oh, no, sorry, floor 2. Hotland floor 2 item. Oh no, wait, I need to do the puzzle as well. What was the freaking item on floor 2? Trying to remember. Floor 1. No. Floor. Hot dog stand. Blah, blah, blah. Puzzle room. Blah, blah, blah. What are the items in here? I swear, man, it's annoying that I can't figure it out at the moment. Ain't So Sorry a model based on... Yes. So Sorry is based off fan art of a fursona of a guy from the freaking beginning when Toby did the Kickstarter. And the only reason I'm even acknowledging So Sorry is primarily just because it was the only way of kind of keeping the character in while not having the character in, if you get what I mean. Because, like, originally I did want So Sorry in just because it seemed like they were kind of a fan favorite, but then as I started talking to more community members, they were just like, "Dude, no, So Sorry's terrible, you know, because of this and that." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I finally understand a little bit more now." And then people went kind of the same with Muffet, and I was like, "Oh no," because Muffet's a main part. I was like, I kind of can't skip out on Muffet now, so it made things really awkward. But to make up for certain characters like not being in, I've got other ones which people won't be expecting. let's just do this as a 90. Okay. And there we go, array. I feel like I'm gonna be having to, yeah, I'm gonna have to shrink that a little bit. People are mad at Muffet because they can't look at spiders the same. No, apparently Muffet's creator as well was involved in some, like, shady stuff or something. It was going around a while ago. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it kind of freaked me out because I was just like, oh no. Because, like, the whole point of the project is to try and fit as many monsters in as possible so that the underground feels a little bit more alive, you know, than previous other attempts at it. So having problems like that where you can't include certain models or monsters because of certain reasons, it kind of screws everything up. You know, because it's like I'm sat here turning around and being like, yeah, the underground's going to feel really populated. And then people are like, you can't have that monster or you can't have this one. And I'm like, oh, this is not going to work then. You know. It's kind of rough. Zero one. Ah, there we go. But yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going around with the fandom and creators. It's like I was mentioning the other night, I didn't expect the Glitch Tail creator to come under fire, and then I found out why, and I was like, oh, okay. And the reason why I say that is primarily because, like, I don't know too much about certain aspects of the community or fan works, so I obviously rely on everybody telling me and teaching me these things. Because I've only seen a little bit of Glitch Tail, and then I found out a lot more about it recently. It was just like, oh, okay. That's bad. You know. Let's see. Can't please everyone. After all, the Undertale fandom is a dumpster fire that does not extinguish. I don't know. It's like the stuff that I've seen outside of Glitch Tail, that being like X-Tail, Outer Tail, stuff like that. Just like really small things because I've not been able to look at absolutely everything. The stuff that I've looked at like that, I've really enjoyed. No, it's... And the people that I've interacted with as well, I've actually enjoyed all the interactions with, so I wouldn't say it was all bad. I figure maybe it's like a minority or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like totally wrong, and like people were saying I got really lucky with the people that I'm interacting with, so maybe that's the case. No. Here's where I have people turning around and being like, "Oh, you sweet summer child." I'm like, "Wait, what?" You know. Undertale AU creators pulling an Asgore going after kids. Oh boy. That's one thing I obviously don't agree with. It's like I don't understand people when they do that. It's like I like to try and understand people's line of thoughts, but that's just inexcusable. That's one of those things where it's like, no. No. Oh. Okay, so the idea here now is that they're going to walk in and the spotlights are going to be on just this side, and that's going to light up that area, and the rest is going to be black. Whole AU games get cancelled because of it. Was it Nihilism? Nihilism and Bits and Pieces had issues. I know I know Bits and Pieces had that because I was looking into it for a while, primarily because Bits and Pieces was one that I was looking for reference because of certain details. Like, obviously, the best way to describe it is because I've been looking at like different interpretations of Undertale. It allows me to get different ideas for like in here, maybe like different rock formations and other things, you know, and how to do different details and maybe details that may work or might not work, like the pipes and things. It gives me ideas like that where I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I may be able to use that myself. But then, like, in doing that, I came across the Bits and Pieces thing, and I was like, oh, I do not like that. That is not nice, you know? Let's go ahead and just apply these arrays. I love the way I'm talking about this and the spooky music's coming on. I was hyped up for both Nihilism and Bits and Pieces. Pure agony. It's like... Guess who's back? Back again. Hey, Average. One that I did like, that obviously I've played is Yellow. Like, I really enjoyed Yellow. That was really, really fun. I'm glad that was as good as it was, you know. Can I? Nope. If I can get this done over here, then this shouldn't be bad. What I need to do, I think we'll have to try and sim this differently. Let's do new, and then we'll do cooking stage. Bits and Pieces was so good, I'm sad the creator did what he did. Why is this gotta happen? And that's what we were saying, you know. Of all the fandoms, Undertale ends up with all the... Yeah. It's one thing that I don't understand either. You know, because obviously I've said in, like, multiple streams, I'm completely new as of, like, I think 2020, roughly, to Undertale. Like, I knew of it before 2020, but I was just late to the party, basically. And then I'm like, oh, okay, this seems pretty nice, you know, I'm enjoying the community and everything seems pretty cool. And then next minute I'm hearing all this kind of stuff and I'm like, oh, did I make a mistake here, or, you know... Right, let's... File mesh cube. That moment where you come from like a bunch of fandoms, you're like, oh, okay, I'll just enjoy myself around here, and then I get spoiled by a few terrible people. Damn newbie, I was on it and AUs in like 2017, 2018, says Average. My god, all the furries and press. Undertale is the Reddit of fandoms. Nah, I think that'd be like the Sonic fandom. Although I've been part of that, so it's not really saying much. Why is it that I come into things and I'm like, yeah, it's okay, I like this place, and the next minute it's like, so anyway, there are potential problems with this fandom that you need to know about, and I'm like, oh no. Reddit more like Predator. Oh god. That's funny, but it's just like, oof. Oof. Sonic fans obsessing on that one canon comic panel of Sonic and Tails without shoes and human toes. What? I'm glad I do not remember this. Was it the American comic? Because if so, then I'm glad I don't remember this. Because I don't remember anything like that in the Fleetway comics. I blame Ken Penders. I'm just gonna go out and say I blame Penders for everything, like quite a lot of people do. Well, let's oh no, that's not gonna work. Hey, memes! We're so close! I'm just finishing off the cooking area and the bomb area. And then it's literally just the fire puzzle. And the microwave area, and then we're done. So yeah. I'm gonna buy a pizza when you finish. Oh, nice. I'm trying to make this a little bit easier on myself here. Let's just... Oh, don't start. Don't start about that average. That includes politics. Not prepared to go into that. Pizza party for a job well done. I'm gonna be happy when it's done, for obvious reasons. Oh, this song, man, as well, to really accentuate things. Let's put that away from the fire, though. What doesn't? I don't like politics. Undertale, in a world where Undertale has the Eiffel Tower in the underground. Can we keep the politics for not a YouTube stream chat? Yeah, just no for politics. Let's do Hotland textures, and we'll do cooking show curtain. Mesh selected, FBX. Absolutely love Saroba's final theme. I don't know what's politics. The easiest way to describe the whole thing that you were trying to talk about, Average, is just it's very controversial due to a lot of very opinionated people. Which does end up involving stuff like gender politics. It's just like, oh no, let's not go there. Oh. Theme is very peak. Politics. Fish or goat. I reckon if I subdivide to about there, and then we do the cloth sim. Shall I join back to the stream when I'm finished on my PC? Okay. Thank you very much, Beams. We do that, and then we just... I think Man on the Internet did a version of this. I actually like that. let's do that. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. Let's see. Do that one there. I absolutely love this. Have you heard Subnautica 2? It's multiplayer in UE5. Wait, what? No? I still need to play Subnautica in VR as well, because that's a thing. So close to being done here, it's insane. This is essentially like my final push to get everything done, I think. Specifically for Hotland. Just sat here like, get it done! Top Nautica, wait, what? Subnautica VR it's so good, even as physical vehicle controls. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I want to play it because it sounds really stupid, but obviously I'm late to the party with like everything in certain areas. Like VR, I'm late to the party with, primarily because I put out a video of it ages ago, but I actually suffered from VR sickness. I can't tell you exactly how I got it, but yeah, basically I ended up getting VR sickness, and I suffered for it, or with it, for about, I think it was 3 years. It was not nice. So I've only just got into VR, really, because I was a very big negative person against VR originally because of it. It was not good. Normally, though, as a little thing, as a little sort of like note to people, normally when I can't say stuff, it's because of certain potential issues that can be had from mentioning things. I'm under like basically NDAs and stuff, so. But yeah, what's VR sickness? What do you mean 3 years? So VR sickness is essentially where you go into VR and your brain has like a disconnect, like a certain disconnect, and it can happen at any point. So basically, you just feel as though you're dizzy all the time, is the best way of putting it, but you can get it from doing absolutely anything in VR if you're not careful. And my wife has it as well, but unfortunately she's not been able to find a cure for it yet, and she hasn't tried my cure that worked, basically, which was risking going back in VR and taking it slowly. But yeah, I got it because I was playing a load of different games over the course of a day, and I ended up falling off. I think it was like a really big place really fast in VR, and next thing I know, I wake up and I can hardly get out of bed. I had trouble that same evening as well, driving home, and almost ended up crashing. And then basically I couldn't get out of bed for like, I think it was roughly about a week, because everything was just spinning. And yeah, after that I just felt constantly dizzy. I ended up suffering from anxiety, and like a little bit of vertigo, which I'd never had before. And what was happening was it was triggering my anxiety because when I'd be like in a high up place, it was constantly tensing one of my arms up. I think it was my right arm. So I'd be like looking over like a balcony or something, and my arm would just all of a sudden just lock up and be really painfully like tensing for no reason. And it was totally messed up, and I suffered for that or with that for like 3 years. And then eventually I was like, you know what, I'm just going to try VR again, but I'm going to take it at my own pace. So that's why I tried VR chat out. And then when I tried VR chat out and just walked around it after a while, after like a couple of sessions of just playing it slowly and just experiencing it as if I was walking around as a normal person, it kind of fixed itself. So yeah, it's really weird. But yeah, you can have it happen to you if you're not careful with your VR interactions, or depending on what you interact with first, and essentially it tends to be more or less as you're first trying out VR. If you're not careful with what you're doing and how long you're doing it for, you can really mess yourself up badly. It's not nice. It's an actual thing. You can go search it up online and find instances of it. I've seen other people in like the games industry have VR sickness from developing certain games and stuff. There was one that I found online ages ago when I had my first experience with it, and this guy was like, "Yeah, I've been developing a VR game for a while, and now I'm permanently dizzy and having problems standing up and stuff. So I've had to go to like what did he say? I think it was like some sort of therapy. He ended up doing like a load of like crazy exercise and stuff. It was nuts. I guess I just got lucky with my fix, and then all I did was just go in VR and just chill. But some people get it really, really bad. Like my wife has it way worse than I do. Let's just go. There we go. Okay. Get rid of that. Import. There we go. Import FBX. That one? There we go. And then I can just pin that and hopefully everything will be fine. Let's see. For me, I go to those worlds in VRC that have realistic heights that are meant to fight vertigo and fear of heights. I try and chill and slowly and show my brain. Or in Europe? I think that is my brain to such things so it doesn't act up unpredictably. Yeah, it's like some of the worst ones I've heard about is where people have just jumped in and been like, okay, I'll just go on like a flight sim or a racing game or whatever, and then next minute they're permanently messed up. You know. But yeah, the best way to explain my experience is it felt like I'd been half stuck in VR and half not stuck in VR. It was like I didn't come out of the game. You know, it's like the last game that I tried. It's almost as if part of my brain was stuck still inside the game, and I was not happy at all for obvious reasons, because it's just like, dude, this should not be happening. So I was I was beyond angry at that. Especially when I was telling people about it originally. And people just weren't believing me. They were just like, dude, you're such a pussy. And it's just like, excuse me, what now? Got that. take that off. But yeah, it's not nice when you have basically 3 years of your life messed up by vertigo. You can get it permanently messed you up. Yeah, it can really mess you up. It can mess you up. Like, my wife has had it for, I think, I'm going to say close to 10 years, maybe? I think. Give me a sec. I'm just going to search up something. Spider says, hello, hello. Hope everyone's enjoying the development of Hotland, by the way, still. Just give me a sec. Yeah, my wife's had it for 8 years. Collision. Oh, no, wait. I saw Japanese people sleeping in a headset for hours in VR. I know, right? I don't know how people do that. It freaks me out because my wife had it before me and told me about it, and I was like, oh boy, I want to try and not have that happen. And then it happened to me anyway, and I was like, god damn it. You know, trust my luck. So I was not happy when it happened because I was trying to avoid it as much as possible. I want to be a psychologist. I don't want to be insensitive, but I get the vibe it's something else. Doesn't seem possible, no offense. No, it can be. It's not. The thing is, and I know the reason why it's not, is it's linked to a couple of things I can't talk about. But yeah, it's not a psychological thing. It's something I can't talk about. Which yeah, means it's under red tape. Which sucks. But it's serious, you know, so sometimes I think they're waiting to isekai. The only thing that sucks at the moment is me not actually being able to say anything, but... Oh, sorry. No, it's fine, man. It's fine. It's just, again, I can't say anything because of red tape and stuff. But I definitely know that it's not... Like, don't get me wrong before. I know some of you guys have not been around as long as some of the other regulars, you know, that have been on my streams since, like, 2018, roughly. But yeah, when I say about red tape, basically because of if I'm trying to say this without saying anything, and it's really hard. If you go on my main page, my main YouTube page, just the home page, apart from the actual stream. Oh, excuse me. It's because I've been speaking for a long time and I had a drink. If you go on my my main YouTube page and go to it when the stream's not on, you'll see the promoted video should be one saying games that I've worked on. And yeah, what I originally said to people after I put out that was, if I say anything about red tape, it means I can't talk because I'm under official industry paperwork, you know. So yeah, it just sucks that I can't say anything because I like being truthful with everyone, but you know, it's rough. Gotta respect the paperwork. There we go, that's all simmed correctly now. And then I can just, I can just paint all this stuff on and we're good. Opera. Yeah, all I have to say is, like, when I talk about, like, stuff that's close to, like, industry level stuff, or when I'm talking about, like, other topics related to the industry, I have to be careful. That's it. That's just all I can really say. Conetail, what's Conetail? It's a joke. It's a joke that I did because I came up with the idea that it would be funny to have Flowey be covered by a cone when he first appears. So I threw a plastic cone over him, muffled his voice, and then called it Conetail, and then said it would be funny if that happened in various other places. So, like, imagine if certain other monsters either had cones impeding them, or the monsters were just stuck underground because of plastic cones, because somebody put them there instead of having the barrier. You know, it's like the most ridiculous concept ever. I come up with a load of joke AUs like that. Like, recently, Doge, the guy from the Minecraft group that I hang out with, like, for Minecraft and Undertale, but on a fantasy scale, we came up with GX Tale, where it's Alphys is trying to scrape everybody's personal information in the underground with Opera GX because it's full of spyware and stuff. And she's trying to sell all of the monsters' data to the highest bidder so she can buy more Mew Mew merch. And then somebody actually did fan art of it and drew Metaton EX, but Metaton GX instead. And then I've done a couple of other funny ones with, like, different fans. One of them was, I think, Chicken Tail, which was basically the tale of Kara dying because of unpaid car insurance, and somebody liking fried chicken. I can't remember it properly. And then there was Religion Tale, which was another silly one where everybody was just messing around. Like, we put the Pope hat on Undyne. And then we had, like, Pope Undyne, and then we had the Inquisition Papyrus, we had Bishop Sands, and Sexy Nun Metaton, that was a funny one, and then we had Kara and Frisk that were, like, realistically biblical angels. It was crazy. I was trying to remember some of the other ones as well. What's a Dead Space Killing Floor Mutator preview? So that was, one of the mutators for Killing Floor, where what would happen is you would be able to play Killing Floor, but with the enemies from Dead Space and the weapons as well. Which was fun. The Pope's revolted opium plant. Okay, so there we go. We got that set up. Oh no, wait. I should have. Okay, I see what's going on there. If I just, can I bring that out again? I need to leave some room here because what's happening is it's colliding against the geometry and not working how I want. Yeah, I like making joke AUs. I find them amusing. Like, if it makes people laugh, then I like it, so. Okay, there's the, that's okay, but the problem is the lighting. Like, the floor here needs to be blocked because of the lighting. It's either that or I try and... I swear I had like a light round here that I could turn off. Is it that one? Or is it that one? No, it's gotta be the orange one, right? So if I... It's 1,000 if I... Ah, there we go. Yeah, I can do that. And then do... Bam! There we go. Have that on outside. After we get out, because then that way I can have the spotlight on for there, and then when they get out, it'll be 1,000 again. That's fine. That's fine. I can make that work. Now all I need is the fake backdrop there, which I can do, because then we can have the table over here. Where is it? I need the table that just like rises up for no reason. Have that in like the floor over there, and then have Frisk like have to fly all the way up here, and then comes all the way back. Yeah, if I go up now, it's weird having all these like boxes over Hotland. Like you can see where they are, but I mean it makes sense. Let's the best part I like about this is with all the lights combined and everything, it just looks so nice. I swear this is like genocide tracks or something, because I've never heard this from Yellow. Come on, so close. So close now to finishing. The amount of time I've spent working on this one area, it's like, come on, let me have this. Right, if I put that about there. $25. Minus 25. Dave adding a lot of edges. I don't mean for it. It's because of me simming everything in one scene, you know. There's so much like detail and stuff. Some of it is like gonna be crazy. Like I'm gonna add more when it comes to the individual areas, because the idea is I want everything kind of in place in this one scene, and then for like the individual ones I can just like get rid of some of the details, or at least not have them simmed. That way I kind of can have the frame rate be decent instead of doing like 2 frames per second. Because look at this. Even with like no textures on, I'm still at 14 frames per second because of mainly these 3 areas simming at the same time, and then the water as well. The only thing that I need with the cooking show now, literally, is that background. Just gonna make sure I save that, and then I'm gonna figure out what the background is for the cooking show and just make it. Because after that, then it's just the Metaton news report bomb front thing, and also the fire puzzle, and then the connecting bridge to the core we can actually make as like another one. I cannot withstand such performance. I wish it wasn't 14 frames per second, to be honest. I really wish it wasn't, but... Oh, I need the small things like the knives and everything here, but that's no big deal compared to the other stuff that I've needed to do recently. So let's try, Metaton cooking show. I don't have to search fan art anymore, and I literally just get the sprite work and just go from there with the background. So I need a few different things here, including a microwave. Oh, and I'm so close to getting this done. Right, so it's a fake background, and then we got like a hole in the center for some windows, which are fake, and then after that we're good. So I might try and use some of the files from the ruins, because the ruins has the nice looking wallpaper and stuff. Just let me pull that here. The sprites folder. 3D Undertale should have Dark Souls combat. Here's one for you where I was actually I was thinking of because of the story that I'm trying to come up with. But it's the whole thing of, like, you know, when it comes to fights and stuff, I'm still debating on whether to have because the character, you know, be conflicted throughout most of this, even though it's the pacifist route. I'm thinking of having it where, as part of the combat, they use the knife, but backwards, so the blade's facing them as like a blocking tool, instead of an actual aggression, you know, like, thing for killing people with. I'm not so sure I'm set on it at the moment, because it still implies fighting, but it's just an idea that I'm rolling around in my head at the moment, because I'm just like, it's not that bad. You know, it's not like Glitch Tale, where all of a sudden all the characters are doing things that they shouldn't. But again, it might not even happen, because I'm literally just like throwing the idea around in my head and being like, not so sure about that. I don't think I'll do that. Let's see, where's New Home? Or just tutorials, ruins, where is it? Ruins. Ruins? Open file location. The ruins textures. There we go. Does the main character not want to live? It's a little bit sort of like kind of going that way, but not going that way. Frisk's not an adult yet. Taxes are not making them suicidal yet. Frisk, you haven't paid your taxes. Quickly! Pay them now! You're not paying them fast enough. Let's see. I'm just trying to figure out. I might actually use all of Toriel's textures because they kind of match. Kitchen wall. Papyrus is the IRS agent. If yes, IDK, if it's weird or dramatic for them to hit with the handle. Yeah, that's what I mean, like, hitting with the blade facing towards them, so that the sharp edge of it is away from a monster so that they can't ever actually kill a monster. You know, that kind of makes sense to me, because then essentially what you can have is you can have interesting combat where you can still have the character running around and avoiding stuff, but then you can also have them blocking attacks, which makes it a little bit more dynamic than just kind of running away. But you don't have them actually dealing damage or anything like that for obvious reasons of it going completely against the true pacifist route. You know. I think that making them suicidal isn't a good idea, though. I mean, that's fair. Doo-doo. I don't like the idea of a child being suicidal. That's fair. Only players can have crippling depression. Yeah, exactly, right? There's I've mentioned about the disconnect between the player and Frisk before. The idea is that essentially they're both going to be inhabiting the same role. It's just that you're going to be finding out a little bit about the player character as things go on and why they are the way they are and how that plays into everything. Essentially, everyone's still going to get a happy ending. It's just that the tone of it is slightly darker in the player's sense. You know, it's like the whole deal with like what's happening with Frisk. It's like, oh well, why doesn't Frisk have the buttons for like attack and stuff? And that's mainly because I figured that the player would be the one that has those because it's the player's UI. You know. How common is depression? Sometimes I feel like it's becoming normal and being happy is uncommon. I'd say it was more common now to find somebody with depression compared to years ago, mainly just because there's so much crap going on. You know, everybody will probably go through it at one stage or another, primarily just because of the state of the world. Or for all the reasons. Let's put that in there. Just so close to getting this at least set up here. Like, come on! I need Frisk down here so I can compare the height. Where's Frisk? Trust me, I'm dead centering the crap I know very well. It's political though, so let's back down. Oh yeah. Of course, let's not talk about anything political. I think it'd be cool to make Frisk gradually happier as they make more friends along the way. Indeed. I feel like Frisk's story, don't touch it, because it's canon. You know, I don't want to mess with canon. What I want to do is just, like, add a little bit of another story in. You know, that kind of will hit home for quite a few people. Like, just adding rather than taking away is, or changing isn't that bad, provided it's done well enough that it kind of doesn't interfere with what was already established in the game. Right, let's... that's the curtains. We'll do cooking stage curtains. Character expression makes a difference. Indeed. Cooking show wall. What I'm going to do is, like, probably do this as a fake wall and have it set up from behind or at the floor level with fake details that you can see that show you how fake it is. I've seen fake walls online that were done for, like, you know, stage plays and stuff. And, why am I doing this as a separate thing? I can do it on here. And, for stage plays and stuff, they hold them up with, like, giant metal things underneath. So what I'm going to do is take that approach. That's almost like an existential question, Average. Is there really a God? That depends on your beliefs. Okay, so now we got the skirting. And then I just need the, I just need the window. Oh, and there's curtains on the window. No! God damn it. Why did they have to have curtains on the window? Toby! Toby! Why do you do this to me? I just need to find the annoying dog model now and just, like, have my character picking it up. Just being like, why? Why you do this to me? Because of the amount of torture I feel like I go through trying to get all these details right. So let's try... I'm going to try for really big windows here, so we're going to go... They kind of go above here as well. Hang on. Where's my... I'm just going to sit here just like, ah! do, 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, there we go. So that's going to be roughly how big the window is. I just need to punch a hole in that, and then I need to do the curtains, and we're good. Let's see. Do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? No. Toby feeds off the suffering of animators and 3D modelers. I felt like that, you know, like Toby almost might be getting a boost from people trying to make Undertale in 3D, and it just seemingly not translating too well. You know. Because I've had a few people be like, dude, how the hell have you managed to do this? I'm like, oh, I'm just kind of guessing here. And they're like, yeah, but it's good guesswork. And then next minute, you'll have people being like, no, seriously, I can't figure out this in 3D. Like, some of the bits I can't figure out in 3D, and I've had to go up to people and be like, seriously, how do you interpret this? It's like, I swear... Toby deliberately designed this game to not be done in 3D. I'm pretty much conspiracy level at this point. You'll find me on like somebody's podcast or something, just being like, dude, this wasn't meant to be. This is not meant to be 3D, clearly. There we go, there's that hole punched in the wall. Do, 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 do. Toby feeds on our tears, indeed. Have you heard of Wikisans? No? Like, a lot of the fan stuff, I'm only just, you know, sort of figuring out or finding out about, so it's all new to me. Like, that's my fault, though, for being late to the party. You know, because Undertale was what, 2015? And again, I only got in at like 2020. I think the tail end of 2020 as well. Oh, let's just take that array off there. And then we can just... There's more curtains in Undertale than hair strands in Dave's head after he's done with this project. Oh. I would not be surprised, you know. Gotta say, though, realistic 3D tutorial is definitely canon. You know, the one that, that is in all the trailers. I totally added realistic tutorial, and she a bit crazy. One word, wood. Wait, what? Oh no, this makes me... I just realized, like, I don't need the back there. But it made me want to do, like, realistic windows then for remote with glass in and everything when I don't need to. It's all fake, isn't it? Because of Metatons, so it's like... I can just do that. Wait, what? I think he means he finds a heart. The whole deal with that model is it's so nuts. But yeah, I kind of have her on fire, quite literally. I was like, what can I do? I'll just put her on fire. And then in another version, she has cones. The goat police gets called. Can I like... Have you ever played Blade and Soul Street? No. Let's try and make sure I get all the edges correct here, and then we can just... do this. And then... there we go. I'd recommend it. If it won't do VR sickness anymore. Yeah, I don't have the VR sickness anymore, so I should be okay with doing stuff like that. Beforehand, when I did have it, I would not touch VR at all. Like, it was one of those things, I just would not go near VR. In fact, I spent years telling people don't go near VR because of how bad it was. I can't see anything about that average. That, again, that's one of the things that's covered by red tape. I do like 25 on that and see whether that works? Or 20. 22? VR jiggle physics have ruined a generation. Oh, smooth. Smooth by... Did I do smooth by angle? Oh, that's not too bad. All I can say is I've worked on a lot of things officially. And that I am a very busy person. Some people are just genuinely not as susceptible to VR sickness. You know, some people are incredibly lucky, but other people not so much. But it's definitely a thing that's taken seriously. See what this looks like at the moment. I know it's just going to be untextured for the time being, but all I need is like basically the textures from Toriel's place here. I go kitchen wall ruins. If Dave tells us anything, he's sent straight to the VR curtain development team. I may or may not be killed on the spot by a strike team that may or may not be listening in at all times. And I can neither confirm that exists or deny it either. You know, so it's pretty crazy. Let's see. The heck are the ruins tags? Just should be in here. I know they're around here somewhere. There's waterfall. There they are. And then let's see. I'm cursed with high metabolism though. That stuff makes you nauseous. High metabolism's good. Sent to the femboy gulag. Oh. Crazy. I just go like... There we go. Can I like get off the spine a bit there and then just come down to here so I can work on it? High metabolism's good. How high? Depends on... Just makes you hungry sometimes. I don't have high metabolism to the point where I'm hungry all the time, but it's good enough that like I can eat practically anything that I want all the time, and it won't ever really give me too much problem in terms of my weight. So that's always fun. Because it just gets burned off. Yeah. Kitchen skirting ruins. Let's see what this does. I get that, but the problem I get is the higher metabolism, the faster the fridge empties. I'll admit, sometimes I get really, really crazy cravings. Like, I'll be sat here, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, you know what, I could eat a horse or something. That is not good. I get that quite frequently. Let's... Let's do that. That's done. But yeah, like, instances of me having high metabolism is stuff like I've stayed roughly around the same weight for ages. So, like, for years, I can literally just stay pretty much the same weight, and then I get a little bit... It's more as I get older, little by little my metabolism lowers because of age. So then I've got to start doing, like, other things, like actually work out and stuff to bump it up. Doesn't high metabolism make it harder to free dive? I honestly don't know. That one's something that I've not thought about before. I do a lot of swimming, so, or I used to. I'm going to free dive into the pavement. Oh. That was not something I was expecting. Let's try... Let's try black for that. Dial. And then silver. And then I just need the texture for the back there. It's just random background, right? So let's do Windows cloud background. Oh, wallpaper. Wallpaper. See if it's got something. I deliberately used that. I wonder whether I should just use the Windows XP desktop background as the texture. That would be so funny. You know, the oh, Windows 98 as well? There's that one. Or there's the XP one. I think the XP one might actually be funny because a lot of people recognize the XP one. In fact, it's pretty much ancient now, but... Let's try that, and then we go tools, size, large, just for a laugh. And there it is, HD. There we go, there it is. I can pull that and use that. Just for a laugh. And then people are going to be like, wait a minute, what? It's like, yes, we did use it. Downloads, Hotland textures, Windows, XP, Skybox. There we go. And then I can just win XP cooking show. Image, Hotland textures, file, unwrap, and then add. Hey, there it is. Can I just like project from view here? And then we can We can have a good laugh with this. Let's do wind. Win EXP. So that's where it is at the moment, right? So the bigger I go, the more detail the sky will have. Let's just... Oh, that looks so funny, just having that as the background. And then just move that up slightly. And then just... There you go, I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that. And then I can just have it like that. It looks so stupid. The only thing is, should I add an emissive to that? Like, to make it glow? Do you reckon they'd put, like, lights behind that to make it glow? Or do you reckon we should just have it look like it's a matte painting or something? Because it's going to have a spotlight on it anyway. I feel like maybe a glow for the behind would work. Because then, like, that's gonna obviously shine behind Metaton and Frisk and everyone. So if I... Ooh, maybe not that much. Maybe like 2 or something. If I go shading here and I just go... Color, because I can just apply it to color anyway, but then turn the emission off if I don't want to. I figure like that's lit up in the background just a little bit. As a funny thing. And then if I don't want it like that, I can just do that. Why do numbers go forward to backwards, but not left and right? Are 3 numbers a thing? I have no clue. Right. What we'll do is the cooking stage windows, and then we'll do the silver bits that I said I needed. These are just like really small details, but I'm still gonna need them, and I'm gonna need to array them, because this will help sell it a little bit. Do, 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 do. Right, it's gonna be like that. You okay there, Average? Lots of existential stuff at the moment by the looks of it. Okay, we do that. And then we go File, Origin. And then we just go that's gonna have to be moved slightly. It's not existential, it's just weird thoughts. Oh, okay, fair enough. But that's gonna be like that. And then we just go bin silver. And then we just go file array. -2? No. -6 just for the meta thing. We only need one more. One more than the king. King Asgore Dreamer. Will take us to the surface. Oh, let's do 10 there, or even 12. 12 seems a bit natural. There we go. Because then that hooks it to the floor, you see? Oh, this is so close to being done. I've been at this for like 3 hours. 3 hours of this. At least I only need to do the curtains there, really. And add the microwave. And then it's just really small details. Let's just see if I can pull some curtains. And by that I mean like borrow some. Let's see if we got some that look like they'd work. I need some that literally look almost like that. Or close. Like they'd work in that situation. That aren't going to be like a million polys that somebody's created. Oh, let's see. Let's try that one. That's actually not that bad. I've got that one, or I've got... Try that. Oh, yeah, no, that's... too many polys. Let's just go with the first ones. Where's the... Take that, post that to the asset page, which is... asset backup links. There we go. You guys go try to beat allegations he has 16 children in his basement. Asgore's like, no, I don't. It's like, can we ask your wife? It's like, I'm not married anymore. It's like, you sure about that, Asgore? It's like, yes, why do you ask? It's because your wife seems to hate you. She's living as a hermit in the ruins. Cooking show. Right, let's go. File. Import FBX. Curtains. Doodle. Doodle. He put the souls in the jar. The jar. Not any old jar, just the jar of which the internet knows about. P.S. Outer Tail is just character assassination. Wait, what? Oh my god, seriously? I'm almost done. Just do that and then just go. There we go. Oh, that actually looks... Oh, that's sweet. See, will you ever make a version of Immersiontale in 360 VR? You mean like some of the stuff that's been done on YouTube? Because I've been looking at that for a while, because that would be pretty crazy. There's also a videotape. No, I remember that bit. The videotape section. No. So that's pretty much that done. So now I just need the other bit. It's time to stop! So we've pretty much done everything outside of the fire puzzle, which I said I wanted. The fire puzzle and the microwave bit down here. So what we need to do first is I need to figure out where the hell the microwave bit is so I can include it. And then I need to do the final bit. Where's Memes? Memes, have you just got this on in the background still? Because we're almost done. Ask Toby Fox to put Immersiontale in cinemas. I need to find where Memes is. Just like, Memes! We're almost done! We're so close to finishing! And then Hotland will be done. Can anybody remember where the freaking thing is? The microwave bit. Is it like floor 2? I would not doubt that Toby would allow it. We need it as an official movie. I mean, the funny part about it, when you think about it, is that most of the people that I know are helping out on this, and it's a massive page of credits that I need to keep adding to at this point. It's like the beginning of the credits is so long now, and I still need to add people for doing the individual assets that I'm borrowing, which is going to be absolutely massive, which is why I keep an asset list on my Discord, just so I can keep track of things, so that I can just credit everybody at a later date if I've not credited them already. But, oh my god, it's not... Add my dog! Imagine adding the dog just to the credits for a laugh. Where's Undertale, Hotland, microwave? It's on floor 2, it's gotta be. Undertale, Hotland, oh, Hotland map. I know this is on DeviantArt, so I can just go find it. I swear, man, it's on floor 2, not floor 3. There's floor 1, there's... What? Oh, that moment when you try to find a certain floor and you can't find it. Let's just skip there. Done so much on this one stream. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the microwave is just here. I can always put it... Actually, maybe there? I don't know. I can bring it in. I think maybe I can put it there. Primarily because of the rock formation. Because then that would make sense. Make a reference to Undertale's credit screen thingy. What, you mean with all the names and stuff? What music do you listen to? I listen to quite a lot of different genres. It's weird, like... I'd say my favorite genre is probably like rock or whatever, but... I listen to a lot of different things, like a mixture of rock, rap, classical, pop. It's all over the place. It's a lot of stuff that I've like listened to in video games and stuff as well, so. Like 1 minute I'll be listening to this, next moment I'll be listening to like jazz from Grim Fandango's soundtrack. Okay, so what I need here is I need Frisk to be over here for a start. Oh, come on. Frisk, I'm going to borrow you. I do mainly prog metal, but I also do classical and stuff. I just like classical. Like I just like how classical sounds. Soon Dave will be listening to. Oh. God damn it. There are some that I read, and then there are others where it's just like, I see, no. That guy's done like, what, 16 other tracks like that as well, if I remember rightly. I'm not going listening to a ridiculous amount of audio from certain characters. Come on, sing with me. Oh. God. Right, so I need really for the microwave area. Here, microwave area. Fighting on such a small area is going to be pretty nuts here. Oh no! Average asked the question. Oh, have fun with that one. I'm not saying anything. Five people watching, 5 people are mentally deranged. Potentially. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Nuh-uh. What I might do is literally like just get this set up and then call it after this, because it's getting really late and I've still got stuff to do. Do need, however, to put these two things here for the microwave area, which is going to be there. That's not too bad. And then we can just work that out. Right, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed. We are practically almost done outside of this area and then the puzzle area down here. So, I thank you very much, and I shall see you on the next one. So until then, bye!